Hi there everybody, Bailey here from Hays County, ESD number 5. Did you know that every year during the week of October 9th is Fire Prevention Week? So each year, the NFPA, or the National Fire Protection Association, creates a theme for Fire Prevention Week. This year's 2020 theme is to serve up fire safety in the kitchen. And actually, cooking is the #1 cause of home fires and home fire injuries. Some key topics for this year's kitchen safety theme are: stay focused on your food, keep cooking areas clear, put a lid on it, preventing scalds and burns, and ordering in after a night out. So today I have a couple friends and they're gonna help us learn a little bit more about each of these topics. And I think I know exactly where they are. Come with me.
Hello, my name is Mark Schultz. I'm here with Sparky today in the kitchen to talk a little bit about fire safety. Now, the first thing I want you to remember is that we need to stay focused while we're here in the kitchen. The kitchen is a great place, but a lot of things are going on here. We have a pot over here, boiling water can be a dangerous thing, especially to our small children and everything. Now, I will tell you that the leading cause of fires in the home is unattended cooking. So please remember to stay focused while we're here in the kitchen. I can't tell you how many times we've been to house fires because football season's going on, we're not paying attention to what's going on in the kitchen, and something happens here at the stove. So remember, keep our focus while we're here in the kitchen. When we talk about safety around our stove, I want you to remember, it's always good, Sparky's holding the lid for us, always make sure we have a lid for the pan that we're cooking with, just in case something goes on there. So, over here, look, we've got our pan going. Now, if something happens, we have a fire, we can put a lid over the top of our pan. The next thing we're going to do is turn off the gas to it. Or if it's an electric stove, turn off the power going to the burner. The other thing to remember too is we have our stove down here. If there's a problem with our stove, we see a fire, we don't want to open it. That allows oxygen to get to the fire, so keep that door closed. You may tell me, Mr. Mark, I don't have a lid. What am I going to do about this situation? We got a fire going on. Well, one of the things you can do is you can use salt or baking soda, put over the top of the fire to smother it. We're just trying to keep that oxygen from getting to the fire. If you have a fire extinguisher within your kitchen, that's a great thing to do too. Just pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep and help put that fire out. One thing we don't want to do though, guys, is we do not want to throw water on top of our fire. That's a bad thing to do. When water hits a grease fire, it's going to flare up on us and catch not more than just what's on the stove on fire, but catch those things up higher on fire. So remember, never throw water on the fire. We just want to use either our fire extinguisher, we want to use our baking soda or salt to help extinguish that fire on the kitchen stovetop. Now, the other thing you want to do, if the fire goes out, that's great, but still, give us a call at 911. We want to come out, just make sure everything is safe for you and for your family. The other thing I'll say too is if the fire's getting big, it looks too big to handle, get out of the house, call us, make sure your family is safe, and we'll be happy to come out and help out and put the fire out. So the next thing we want to talk about is keeping our cooking area clear of any type of combustibles. If you're all like my kitchen, we've got napkins that are around by the kitchen, we have pot holders, all those kind of things, and while these are great things to help us, they also burn. So we want to make sure that we keep at least 3 feet away from our cooking surface so that we don't have anything catch fire. Now, the other thing to remember too is that sometimes we have little ones that help us in the kitchen. And that's great having them here in the kitchen. They need to learn about these kind of things, but it's also a way that they can get hurt by being scalded by hot water or something like that. I can tell you when my kids were growing up, macaroni and cheese was one of the favorite things they had, Sparky. They just loved it so much. But Kathy would have to strain the water off the macaroni or drain it and everything. Well, her rule was everyone out of the kitchen while she was doing those things. So that way, if something fell or dropped, no one was going to be hurt. So again, pay attention to what's going on in the kitchen. Keep at least 3 feet clear all around the kitchen. Oh, and that also includes electric cords and those kind of things. Sometimes our electric cords can kind of get in the way of our cooking. So make sure you keep all those type of appliances away from the cooking surface so we don't have any accidents. So the last thing we want to talk about is considering ordering in a meal. And what I mean by this is that there are times that we're just tired. It's been a long day. I used to work graveyard shift. I know what it's like coming home dog tired. So we have that. Sometimes it's our medication that makes us sleepy. Sometimes it's an illness that just runs us down. And sometimes it's alcohol too that affects our judgment, affects our reaction time, and all those things contribute to possible accidents or potential accidents within our kitchen. So at this point, just consider ordering out. We've got more than pizza now. We can order into the home and everything and enjoy a great meal and be safe at the same time. So again, consider ordering in. Thank you very much for your time. Sparky and I really appreciate you taking time to listen, and we wish you the best. Thank you again.